Hello. Hi there. So, welcome you guys to Thursday night. What is tonight? It's Thursday night. It's tonight's Stamping Live with me, Tina Carini. So, hey, Carol, and hey, Chris. Hope you guys are doing well. And Carol says she is looking forward to what I make tonight. So, we're just doing one card tonight. You know how sometimes you get that creative block? Well, that happened to me. So most of the week today or this week. So I did manage to come up with a card. I think you guys are going to like it. It's kind of fallish, but not fallish. It could be like early fall or very late summer. But I think you guys are going to like it. It's colors that I haven't really used together. So I think it's pretty. Hopefully you guys are going to like the colors too. Um, so it's been a week. So lately it seems like every week has been a week. So can you relate to that? I'm sure I know some of you can. Um, I had a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to tell you guys, but once this camera starts going, it's like it goes away. But anyway, so I'll probably think about it as we go along. But I wanted just to take some time to let some of you guys jump on because sometimes you can't find me, or sometimes you forget and you get that notice and you're like, oh no. So just want to give a little bit of time. I know that a couple of you guys are on vacation, so you probably won't be on, and I wouldn't expect you to be. So enjoy that vacation. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I really hope that you do. We'd love to have you join our community, Sponge and Stamp with Tina. Give me a big thumbs up. And also, if you wouldn't mind to leave a comment, that really does help my channel so that more YouTube would be more willing to share it further to more people. So that would be awesome. And let's see. Um, hmm, I can't remember. I need a sip of my coffee. Maybe that will help me remember. Uh, mm. So, you guys, yesterday, um, I didn't even tell my best friend about this at all. But yesterday was a hard day for me. Today, too, really. Um, I started really missing my mom. My mom will be gone to heaven for, it'll be 22 years this Christmas Eve. And so I was just really missing her a lot yesterday. And I had a very tearful day yesterday. And then my son surprised us and came by the house. And I heard him coming down the road. And where we live, there's like a hill, and then there's another road. There's no way for you to know what I'm talking about, but there's a road that goes behind the woods, and I used to be able to hear him come up that like late at night when he was coming home from work or something like that. I could hear him off in the distance. Well, yesterday I heard his car, and I got all excited, and then when he left, I got sad, and I know it was because I was just having an emotional day. And what are you guys saying? Aw, thank you, Chris. Aw. So anyway, yeah, so I got emotional when he left. I was hoping that he would stay a little longer, but his girl was had gotten home from work and brought them some dinner, so he was hungry and wanted to go home and eat. But I think that it kind of hit me a little hard yesterday. I'm gonna try not to get choked up, but I missed him, and I'm happy for him, and I know that that it's time for him to be on his own and do his own thing, and um, all that stuff. And I'm sure it's just because I've been a little emotional, missing my mom, and so anyway, it just hit me, and it's hitting me now. But I'm gonna be okay, you guys. It's part of life, and I'm so proud of him and everything that he's accomplishing and what he's doing. And he's bought his own little place, and him and his girl, and um, so it's all good. But this mama's heart just got a little sad, and it was just a little difficult. But anyway, but you know what? I'm enjoying being an empty nester, so I don't want to take that back. But yet at the same time, I just missed him when he left, and I hadn't heard his car come in. Well, he's been moved out for well over a month, and so I hadn't heard that, and it was like it just how those things go. Yeah, I think, Carol, we all have those days, don't we? And but it's all good. Like I said, it's life, and the Lord has me and he has them. And my mom wouldn't want to come back for nothing in this world, and I wouldn't ask her to. And but I just missed her. I'm still missing her today. And so with some of the remodeling that we're doing, and in the planning, and I think I finally nailed down what style I really like. Through the years, I've gone back and forth with coastal to country, and then it wasn't country anymore, it was farmhouse. And then I dabbled a little bit in French country, dabbled a little bit in Victoria, and I'm Victorian, and I'm like, nothing really, just didn't feel, I can't say it didn't feel like me, because I absolutely love the coast. Um, but what I think I love more for my home, for myself and my husband, is just something that's just so warm and welcoming and comfy, and that for me is French country. So that's what I really love. And I've been looking at pictures and YouTubes on French country style, and I absolutely just love it. And my mom, and I think that's what struck the chord with my mom, is because my mom liked French country. Um, and I wasn't big in French country back then, but now that's it. That's what makes my heart happy. And especially when I've been learning that my favorite colors that make me happy, I can use those in that style. So that's just been fun. It's been fun. And so yeah, so that's what we're going for. That's what we're aiming for. Just trying to pick out colors, and um, what to do this and do that. And I didn't think that we were going to have to do much to our living room and dining room area because it's open. But we got to change paint color because paint color is not coordinating very well with some of the colors that we're going with because you can see into my kitchen area too. So it's kind of semi open. But aw, thank you so much, you guys, for the hugs, for the cyber hugs. I love them. I had to give one of my daughters a cyber hug today. She was having, she's starting her own business where she, excuse me, where she is, but that's what she's doing. And she's already got some cake orders and she's doing a fantastic job. And she does, she's learning how to make bread. Um, it doesn't last long in her home because her family's tearing it up the minute it comes out of the oven. So I told her, well, there's your seal of approval right there. And her oven, her stove has quit working. So she's not doing so well right now. So I need to call her later or tomorrow morning and find out what the outcome was that you missed. Carol says she missed talking to her mom. Been a year and 2 months. Yeah, it's tough. It really is. But hey, Lynette, but it's all good, right? It's all good. So anyway, I'm kind of envious where my mom is too at the same time, because she's in a beautiful place where there's no pain, no sadness, no suffering, and she's with Jesus. So that that's exciting. But so anyway, are you guys ready to get started here? Because you guys have been listening to me rattle for about 10 minutes, and I'm sure that you probably don't want to hear me talk, 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 talk. And my husband says I do. And but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to flip this down so that you guys can see what we're doing. And oh boy, are the colors off. So this is actually Cajun Craze, which is like a dark muted, rusty type orange. Then we have crushed curry. And then here's a color that I've not used with I just said the name of it, you guys. Cajun Craze. So, and this is Flirty Flamingo. So I thought that we could bring that in because these are some of the colors that I've been playing with. You can't really, I posted a picture of my flower arrangement that I was telling you about last week. And these are kind of sort of the colors that are in there. And oh, so beautiful. And I thought, well, let's just do something with that. I don't have really any current fall or autumn stamp sets or flowers or anything like that. I have the sunflower embossing folder, but I'm like, eh. So I thought, you know what, let's bring in these because I noticed in the stores that the flowers, hence my arrangement that I made, aren't really what you would think of being typical fall flowers. They're just fall colors. So I thought, let's do something like that. So we're going to use Impressions of Bloom. We've got some scrap white here for some stamping of our flowers. The ink colors we're going to be using is Flirty Flamingo and Cajun Craze and Crushed Curry. We're going to be using this stamped image here, flower image, this one, and these two, and this leaf right here, and then the center for the flowers. We've got our dies, so we'll pull those out in just a minute. We are using some designer series paper that is not out yet, and I just thought it looked really pretty with this card. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm sure some of you guys have already seen some of the sneak peeks with what is going to be going. Oh, Carol, praise the Lord. That is so awesome. Your mom got saved. Okay, so anyway, now I know you're rejoicing, right? Because you know you're going to see her again. You're going to be with her. That's awesome news. Okay, so this is the paper. I think this is going to be in the mini catalog that is coming out in September. And this is called the Christmas Tags and More. It's 6x6 designer series paper, but it also has cutouts in it, which I've been playing with, so they're all messed up, so you guys really won't be able to see them. But there's these tags in here, these strips, banners, Christmas bulbs. I guess that goes there. There's Christmas trees. There's candy canes. There's candy cane stockings, mistletoe, holly, bows, poinsettias. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. And I've actually done a couple of cards for you guys, but I'm not going to do them yet. It's a little early for me to be doing Christmas cards on here right now, I think, but maybe not. You guys let me know if you're ready for Christmas cards yet. If you're watching the replay, let me know. Just put in the comments either here on Facebook or on YouTube if you're ready for Christmas cards yet. So anyway, there were sheets of these. This is all I got left, but they had all kinds of stuff. There's stockings, which are missing, but I think they're in here. Here's a stocking one. And then there's one with candy canes. These are all cut up because I'm using these in my card class, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, which is full. So if you missed the registration or you would like to have come, just let me know and I can put you on a waiting list in case I have any cancellations. If my class grows much more, I probably am going to be doing 2 classes, either 2 on Saturday or 1 Friday night and 1 Saturday morning. I have not made up my mind on the times of that yet. So this is the paper that we are using. So it's the back side of that. So it's like a very, very soft, it's actually the soft seafoam color on there, which you can't really see in here, but it is, and it's really, really pretty. But this is the other pattern, which I hated cutting this up because these will make quick and simple cards. Very, very quick and simple cards. So there's all kinds, and you have your backs to these, then you have these, so pretty. That's the back to that. Very, very beautiful pack of paper here. Then there's that, which you saw. And then there's this, which is so Christmassy, so pretty. I can't wait to use this one as well. And then that's the back side of it. So lots of fun with this. So many different Christmas cards that you can make out of that one pack of paper. So, and like I said, I'm going to be doing some Christmas cards with it. No idea what cards I'll make for Christmas. Always ready for Christmas cards. Okay, so we already cut this. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And then we have our piece of Flirty Flamingo, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then our card base, which is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and do that just like so. This is going to go right on here. We're going to layer that on there. This is going to get layered on there like so. So isn't that really, those are so, I think that they're very pretty together. All right, so let's go ahead and start our stamping. And I don't know what I did with my foam because we're stamping with photopolymer. But I don't know what it is, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed that everything will stamp all right. So we're going to bring in these images here, these stamps that we're using. Oh, the sentiment, you guys, we're going to make this a birthday card too. And we are going to use the sentiment, happy birthday from the loveliest tree. I don't even know if that's current, if it's on last chance. I forgot to look. I just grabbed it. It was sitting right there. So that's what we're using. If you can't get it and you want it, I'm so sorry. But there's so many cool stamp sets out there that have beautiful fonts for happy birthday that you can use. Okay, so I'm going to take my Cajun Craze and I'm going to take my solid image here. I'm going to ink it up and then I'm going to stamp it off. And another thing that I'm trying to remember too, which I did have these marked, but I think they faded. So I use this long, skinny one that sticks out really far as my marker. So I just try to remember where I stamped that down at, because that helps me to line my detailed stamp up. So I know that, you know what, maybe if I put my glasses on, I can see. There is a little mark right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I got a little mark. But this one's easy to tell, as it's that long, skinny one that sticks out. I'm going to ink it up in the Cajun Craze in full strength. And then I'm just going to do my best to line this up. Hopefully I can do this. My one that I did earlier, I did it perfectly. I was so proud of myself. So hopefully, there we go. So there's that. We've got that flower stamped. Now we're going to do the littler flower. We're going to close up this Cajun Craze. We are going to be bringing it out for our sentiment, though. We're going to open up our Flirty Flamingo. We're going to take this yellow, or this little one, and I can see my tab right there. So I'm going to put that towards the bottom. And then this one has my tab. I see that too. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to stamp it off though. So I stamped that in full strength, which is so pretty, but I want my detail to show. So, you know what? Let's just play here. Let's just play. I am going to take, let me get that. I'm going to take this Cajun Craze. I just want to see what it will look like. I don't know if it's going to look good or not. We'll find out. It's a little dark. I don't really care for that. So it's pretty, but it actually looks better on film than it does in person. But anyway, it's supposed to be the other way around, right? No. So there we go. So I got that, and then we're going to come. Oh, I need to clean this though, because that wouldn't be good. That's really kind of dark. Let me get a. Well, I thought I was going to get one. Oh, here it is. Right here. I'm just going to get a baby wipe because I forgot to put my chamois out here. Okay, so there we go. We got that cleaned off. Stamp it, and then we're going to ink that full strength. And line this up. Hopefully. Good job. Okay. So then we're going to bring in our little guy here, our little center, and we're going to do it in crushed curry. And I got the one that has the little dots in the center. And this is the one that I always struggle with lining up. I don't know why, but it's okay. Let me see here. Maybe I can. That's okay. All right, there we go. So now we just have to die cut these out, but we have a little bit to die cut. So we have the scrap crushed curry. If you guys remember, we have that. And that is, I got part of my cookie over here. So the die set comes with all kinds of different, the Impressions of Blue dies has all kinds of different things. You guys remember these frames? Oh, they're so pretty. All right, and then the stems, and then it has this cool standalone little die here. Doesn't have a stamp for it, but that's okay because we're going to use that. I already cut these out. These are the leaves, and I cut them in soft seafoam. So those we've already cut those out. So we'll put those there. We can put these back in here. Then we just need our die here to cut out our big flower. So you guys remember, it's that long skinny one that sticks out. So it's so easy to line up. Some of the other ones can be a little bit more challenging, but that's where you would, when you figure it out, you can just, you line it up. And like this one right here can be a little difficult, but sometimes you can look at this and see, okay, I think this one is going to go there. And yep, you can take your Sharpie and mark it so you know where to line that up at. All right, so I am going to take this little piece of Post-it tape, which I absolutely love to use to hold my dies down. I don't think I have this all the way. Oops. This one I do struggle with sometimes. I don't know why, but I do. It's in the right place, but sometimes I have a little too much white on one side other than the other. We got to run this through twice, and then we're going to run these through here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring this over. I normally don't, but tonight I'm going to. So let's go ahead and put this one right here. I want to make sure I have room to do 2 of those because I need 2. And then we're going to put that right there. Oh, that shifted a little bit on me, so let's straighten that up. There we go. We need our plate. So my sandwich here is for those of you that are just learning. I have my base plate. Then I have this one, which I don't remember. It's upside down because I need a new one. It's plate number 2. And then we have plate number 3. And then we have a plate number 3 that's going to go on top of this. And then we're ready to run this through. Okay. You do, you have, you struggle lining them up. Well, I did too when I first got it. And then I remembered an old trick that I learned years ago because there was another flower stamp set that was really hard to line up too. And I remembered that before you take it out, you can kind of see how it goes. And then you can mark it before, so you know, okay, so this is that. Just see how that one's got a mark on it, so I know that that is my lineup point. So then I mark the detailed one the same way, so there's my lineup point. So then I have no problems lining them up. And then I do the same thing with my dies. Once I see where it goes, I just take a Sharpie and line it up. But these aren't so bad. Once I figure it out, it's really not that bad. Okay, so we're gonna run these through. So hopefully that tip will help you, Carol. I hope so. Okay, so and maybe you tried it. I don't know. All right, I am gonna have to run that one through again. So we'll take this one off. This one has to be run through. So let me take a little pokey tool here to get this out. I could probably just drop it on the desk and sometimes they pop right out. But I'm just gonna take a pokey tool here. All right, there we go. So we need one more, and that's gonna go right here. And then we're going to get that through. Just like that. And we're going to take this one, poke that right out of there. Did I do that where you guys could even see it? I forgot to look in the screen. Looks like it's half in and half off. All right, there we go. All right, there's that. Then we're going to move this out of the way. We're going to move this one out of the way, like so. We're going to bring these in here, and we're going to poke those and push these out here too, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. Those colors to me are just so, so pretty. All right. So this can go back in here. This can go back in here. I don't think I have anything else. All right, and then that can go over here. And let's bring our pieces in, those pieces. All right, so these, I think what we're gonna do is actually, I did it already, but we're gonna do it again so you guys can see. So on this, I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me see if I can hold it up for you. And I might have to, can you see where I've kind of just sponged in? I sponged in a little bit. I tried the Cajun Craze and I just thought it was just a little too dark. So I tried the Flirty Flamingo, oops, and I just inked it up and then I just dabbed this. You can dab the ends to get the ends a little bit more darker. Darker, not more darker, but darker. And, and then that gives you like some more color in there. So isn't that pretty? And let's see. Did I hold that up? I hope I held that up long enough for you guys. You can dab it all through. Get the tips a little. You can do this any way you want to. You can even do it with crushed curry if you wanted to just make it like a darker yellow. You could do that too. But I really liked it like that. I'm going to bring in our designer series paper because we are going to put this on here. And before I glue these pieces down, we're going to stamp our sentiment. That way, if we mess up, actually, I like this one better. If we mess up, we can just cut another piece of designer series paper and not have to completely rip off our flowers or possibly even redo our flowers. And I'm going to pop up our center flower. So we're going to get a little dimensional here. And we're going to put it right in the center of this guy, right there, of our base flower. And then we're just going to figure out about where we want it to go. And I think I kind of like it like that. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? All right. And then that's going to get put right here. And then I thought, well, we need to bring in some green. You can tuck these in a little bit further if you want to. You can even cut the bottoms off if you need to so that they don't stick up as, as long. And then we're just going to put these leaves in here. I'm going to turn this just slightly. I did tried to do a little bit of sponging on that too, and I really didn't like it. So there we go. So it's not perfect here, but it will be when we glue it down. So there we go. So then that's that. So what do you guys think? Isn't that pretty so far? So let's see. Somebody's saying hi to somebody. Oh, Kim. Hey, Kim. Are you back from your vacation yet? All right. So your birthday, everybody. It's Kim's birthday week. All right. So we're going to take our happy birthday in Cajun Craze. I'm going to stamp it up a little high because I want to have some room to put my embellishments around it. And hopefully I stamped that straight. And it might be, it's pretty straight. All right, so isn't that beautiful? I just absolutely love the way this card looks. Okay, so we are going to pull these off and we're going to start gluing. You can pop them up. You can use glue dots, whatever you want to use, you can use. But this is going to come down here like so. And this one is going to come over here like that. All right. And then this one, we're just going to glue straight down, just like that. And where are they? Here they are. And then we're going to just glue these down. You can even use glue dots. Just pop a glue dot on there. And that one's going to go just like that, just to give that a little bit of color. A little bit of green in there. And we're going to do just like that. And I think that I am pretty happy with that. Then what we're going to do is put this glue on the back of this. And we're going to put this on the Flirty Flamingo layer here. Try to make it even on all sides, which is nearly impossible for me sometimes. All right. And then we're going to put some glue. We're going to put some glue on this, on our Cajun craze. So pretty. All right, so now we just have one more last thing to do. And I've got some, the embellishments have changed so much. And I think they are, but I don't know for sure. But even if they're not, if I can find what I did with them, because I took them out, here they are, is rhinestones, basic rhinestones. I can't imagine them being no longer, but you never know. I don't remember everything that goes in and out, you guys. I struggle with that. I'm going to use dark Cajun Craze Stampin' Blend, and I am going to color these. I'm just going to color a couple of these. Oh, that looks like a really pretty amber color. All right, and then we're just going to stick those on there. So I'm going to take I was calling it a poker tool earlier, my little poker, and I am going to just place these in this one right here. We're just going to create a little triangle around the happy birthday. So there you guys go. What do you think about this card? I hope that you like this and that it gives a little touch of fall. It makes a beautiful little birthday card, I think. So anyway, you guys have to tell me too, what do you use the most? Do you use birthday cards? Do you use thank you cards? Get well cards, thinking of you cards, sympathy cards? What is it that you make the most and you use the most? I know we're coming up to Christmas, so I know that everybody's going to be making Christmas cards, right? So we could do an inside here if I can find a piece of basic white. Here we go. So let's cut the inside. We are going to cut this down to, let's do 5 1/4. Save this for sentiments. Love to do that. By 4. By 4, we're just going to cut this. There we go. Save that for another card. That's going to go right in there like so. Then we have a little piece of that that designer series paper that's left, and we can just stick that, oops, glue on my finger. We can just stick that right down there at the bottom, so it gives a little something something. You can even not do that and stamp your flower there if you want to, but I think I'm just going to put this in there just to make it quick and easy. Birthday cards other than Christmas. Birthday for me. All right, here we go. We're just going to stick this down here. It's not long enough to go all the way across. If I would have cut my inside piece just a little smaller, it probably would have fit, but it is okay. I think that looks perfectly fine, and I left a little edge on the bottom as well. And then we can put this on here. You can stamp a sentiment on here before you glue it on the inside, or you can just write your special message. And then there we go. And then don't forget to decorate your envelope, which we would do, but I have to get more envelopes before my class, you guys, because I thought I had enough and I do not. So we won't be decorating an envelope tonight. All right, don't worry, guys. For class, you will have your envelopes. All right. What do you guys think? I hope you really do like this. Pick a number between 10 and 20. Let me write the number down. The number that you choose and you put on there is the number that we're going to stick with. And whoever comes closest without going over will get this card. Okay, so I am choosing my number. Oh, what did I choose last week? I don't remember. Oh well. Okay, I got my number, you guys. So go ahead. Did you guys didn't see my number, did you? Okay, so pick a number, pick a number, pick a number, pick a number. All right. I think we're good. Okay, you guys, are you ready for the number? Here we go. I chose 15. So, Carol, I will send this card to you in the mail, and I hope that you really do like it so that you will enjoy it. And there we go. So that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you. Oh, let me show you a sneak peek of a fun stamp set right here. This is coming in the new mini catalog that is going to be debuting early September. Gingerbread Man. It has the dies. The dies are absolutely fabulous. I'm not quite sure what I did with them, or I'd show those to you. So this is fun. I'll give you a sneak peek of one of our class cards. Do you guys want to see that? Yes? No? Kim, you want a sneak peek of one of the cards? La la la. You are very welcome, Carol. It's my pleasure. Well, Lynette wants to see the sneak peek, and so does Kim. So here we go, you guys. There it is. That is a sneak peek for one of the cards that we are doing. Hope you guys like that. Okay, so isn't that adorable? I love this set. The dies actually cut out 2 gingerbread at one time so that you can make a card with it. You can make a tag with it. But I just took scissors and just kind of trimmed through and then kind of rounded the corners. And then because it has all kinds of cool things like the candies, so you can kind of hide it so you don't even really have to round it with your scissors. But you can use designer series paper. It's cool. I wish I had it right here so that I could show you guys it. It is so much fun. Oh, here it is. Look at the size of this. This is huge. This is so huge. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys like that card. All right. So anyway, so here are the dies. Isn't that fun? Look at that in comparison to my hand. So, I mean, it's a little small in a regular A2 envelope, but it works. You just have plenty of room. But you know what? You also have room, like if you wanted to put a candy cane on it, or not a candy cane, a lollipop. This does a lollipop. So you have room for it to hang over too. So, or you can just do singles. It's got the little hat. Candies, you can do the little icing zigzaggy things. You can cut those out and put them in there to make it look a little even fancier. And it's got faces that you can cut out, which I probably won't do that. Then again, I said the candies, gumdrops, a scarf, a bow. So if you want to make it a girl, a gingerbread, you can. It's got this little quote thing here for a sentiment, which you could do, oh, snap, and kind of like use these dies, and like someone broke it, like a leg or maybe, an arm or whatever, and somebody's eating the gingerbread, and he's saying, oh, snap. So it's really cute. And then we have this coffee mug or tea mug, whatever, hot apple cider, hot cocoa, right? You can't go wrong with hot cocoa. So there we go. So isn't that absolutely adorable, you guys? If you like this, I wouldn't wait, because I could be really, really wrong, but I really think it's going to be a hot item. anything is going to sell out fast. I could be wrong. So don't hold me to that. But if you like it, do not take any chances to wait. And then, dummy me, I ordered another stamp set that I didn't order it as a bundle. So, but you don't have to use it as a bundle, but it is a bundle. You can get it in a bundle. I was going to share it with you guys, but I cannot. I don't know what I did with it. How about right here? So I got it for the Big Merry Christmas because I really like doing cards where you use designer series paper, and then you put a pretty label, and you put then your words are big, so your sentiment is fairly big, and then you can put like little greeneries or whatever around it. So that's what I got that for. So that's going to be really fun to use, but it's got all these cute little sentiments, and then it does have labels that you can use with this too. And I didn't order the bundle. So anyway, this is fun. All right, you guys, it is that time where we are done. I'm so glad that you like this card. I'm so glad you love this little card right here. I think you guys that are coming to class are going to have a great time making this card. I've done most of the work for you. You will have to do the background, and you will have to do some embossing in the stamping. But yeah, but it is, I can't wait. So I'm super excited about my class and seeing you guys and stamping with you guys. And I need to take a drink. Did I get any other Christmas sets? Just what I just showed you. My budget's really tight. Really tight. Especially with the cost of paper now, right? But anyway, it's all good. I will be ordering some more. I got my eyes on one of the snowflakes thingamajiggies. I really like that a lot. I think it's the one, it's the pine flakes or something. I can't remember the name. It's got pine cones and all kinds of stuff. I love that one. I'm thinking about that one. So yeah, so we are good to go. You know what? I love them too, Carol. I just don't really care for gingerbread cookies though, but I love the way they look. They're so much fun. All right, you guys, Carol, I'm going to put a Post-it note on this for you. I will get this in the mail to you. I'll try to have it out by Monday. It might be Tuesday. I'm not sure. Anyway, and I think that is it. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Lynette. And thank you, Chris. You're welcome. You're welcome. You need the gingerbread? Kim, you do. You do. All right. So, oh, Kim, there's a surprise for you, too, for at class. I can't tell you what it is, but there's a surprise for you. I think you're going to like it. All right. So, let's see here. That's it. You guys, thank you again for spending a part of your Thursday evening with me. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week, which is only tomorrow and Saturday, right? Tomorrow is Friday. Guess what? That's the weekend. So I will be doing some fall decorating this weekend. My class is all ready except for packing up some of the kits. And then everything is cut. Everything is ready to go. And that's it. So, yeah. All right, you guys. So I will see you hopefully same time, same place next week. Bye, you guys.